Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Caretaker. We just left home, right back there, and are on our way to Navigational Beacon 47. And along the way, we seem to have gotten rather close to a little habitat. So we're going to make a stop by and check that out. But first, there we go. Those landmines will not, those sea mines will not actually destroy the ship, but they will damage it. So you just have to waste resources then to fix the ship. So it's best to just avoid them. They can actually be scrapped out for materials, though, if you're really motivated. We didn't really park all that close, but okay, that worked out. Hey. All kinds of good materials. Oh, we found crayons. So in this particular playthrough, biomatter is not really going to have a function. Normally its function is to craft a biodiesel generator that will allow you to create diesel fuel from the biomatter. But since the ship is no. But since the ship is going to have unlimited diesel fuel anyway, it doesn't really have a purpose in this particular run-through. That's just about it from these containers. Is that everything? No, it's clearly not. How do we get up top? That is a very good question. There we go. And then I think that's about it for this little habitat. I don't know how much rubber we're going to need. So for the time being, we'll keep collecting that, but metal and plastic are in... Really? Come on. Metal and plastic are in overabundance. Okay, fine. We'll just do it this way instead. Let's I think we're going to have to make it kind of a... There we go. Oh, devs! Here's a suggestion. We need a manifold. These little 4-junction blocks just don't always cut it. We need a manifold that has, like, you know, this block, but like 4 wide. With, you know, like 4, and then 1 on each end, like 10 connectors. That would be awesome. Okay. So let's just put these out here. Want this one here. Go, yeah, that way. Okay. And then this one. Why is that damaged? Oh, the boat itself is damaged, right. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It will get crowded up here. Some people put all their power generation stuff down on the bow. You can. It's up to you. The game is incredibly flexible in how it lets you do things. It is worth noting that all of these colored terminals are all linked together, so it doesn't matter exactly where you build. And in fact, we only have we don't have a whole lot of input yet. Okay, let's see here. No. Yeah, skills. Standing lights. Yeah, the diesel generator, which we won't need in this run. Fabricator we've already got, so I don't even know why that's an option. Recycler's already on the ship as well. Don't know why that's even an option. Okay, so a bolt pistol. That's a weapon. Oh, right. Spark cell. Oh, that's a backpack, right. Okay. Small electric generator. I believe that runs on diesel fuel, I think. But I don't really see a point to this either. The wind turbines and the basic turbines and the basic solar cells are very simple to make. So I don't really see a need why you would want to go through the hassle of using diesel fuel or purified water or any other fuel source, really, especially those because they're not renewable. Oh, and we can make the diesel engine cylinder boosters. Those will just make the ship go faster, as well as the electric cylinder boosters. Okay, that is an improved headlight. That we will be building in a moment. Okay. Waiting for materials. Okay. Okay, what do you need? Battery cell and an optical lens. Okay, battery cell. Build. Optical lens. Yeah, these are all built with basic materials. Not really sure what that's waiting for. Oh, a logic chip. Okay. Okay. That was kind of weird. Where did it go? Okay, seriously. Lancer. Okay, did it just... Okay, not really sure why this is fighting me. Okay. There we go. That was far more difficult than it needed to be. This machine does tend to get backed up if you don't clear it out or stay on top of it. You don't lose anything, you just gotta stand here for a minute and collect it all. Trash, keep that cranking. We do need more electrical power. That definitely is a thing that needs to happen. Yeah, there we go. Now we have light. Okay. Now then. Okay, the Whisper. There's that. Now, I could have sworn we opened the next level. Oh, we opened the next level of the solar panel. Okay, so the originals are 900 watt hours. The new ones are 2,000 watt hours. And we'll eventually get a third level that's 4,000 watt hours. Okay. So we could... Why are you disconnected? Damn it. Okay. Well, we need to make some revisions. Okay, now then, let's take 2 of these guys. Okay. no idea why it won't let me place these. Put another one right behind it. Solar cell, logic chip, and array frame. Okay. Oh, array frame. No, it's an alloy frame. Of course it is. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll take this guy here. We'll take this guy here. We'll take you. Run you out there. We'll take you and run you out there. Take and run you over to here. Run you. There. You over to there. Run you over to there and reel this one in. Okay. That should give us wind and electrical a bit more steadily, hopefully. Okay, and away we go. And very helpfully, those solar panels do actually track the sun. These navigational arrays are incredibly useful, so anytime we run into one of those, we will absolutely take time out to reset them and bring them back to life. When they are brought back online, they add a boatload, literally a boatload, of new points on your map. Mechanical sharks. Don't ask me how they explain that in the lore. It doesn't make sense to me either.
beacon is here, silent and dark. The systems here sleep without power, and without their signal, we drift aimlessly. Bring back the power, and awaken the beacon's voice to guide us forward.
Again, we did a terrible parking job. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, so that little guy gave us wire scraps. So for the most part, we're going to basically stop scrapping anything that gives us only metal or only plastic, like these things. And then eventually we'll also stop scrapping things that give us only rubber. I'm not exactly sure how much rubber we'll need, so we'll keep getting that for the time being. Door can be pulled open manually. Okay, so this is our main power depot, so we're going to eventually need that to go there. That's tech scraps. That's got multiple things. That's got wire scraps. Okay, now, this one's working. Oh, you know what? Actually, we need a distribution block. Nope. Put that back. Ah, booster. Yeah, we'll take that. That's better than what we currently have. This is very much also one of those games where exploration does pay off. Looking around hidden corners, looking in little cubby holes, exploring places where, well, you'll say to yourself, oh, well, surely the developers wouldn't have put anything there. Yes, they did. Guaranteed, in fact. Oh. Damn it. Not a brilliant idea to go swimming with the sharks that exist. Ah, there's a hole there. Very clever. There? Nope, that was it. Okay. And if you don't actually fully destroy this core, this will completely and fully regenerate. Oh, he fell off. Okay. We'll catch that later. You can also fire, if you craft a gun, you can just fire a bullet at those hanging guys and they'll just fall off so you can collect them. That's a long ladder. Now, where did that guy fall to? Somewhere convenient, hopefully? Probably not. I'm not really sure. But now that everything's powered up, we can get in this door. Deal with all the slimes. Red slimes. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is a common reoccurring theme as well. We need the Beacon 49 authorization to open this door. We're not an authorized user. That's what these terminals are for. It recognizes we're a caretaker, and it gives us an authorization. Okay, there we go. Select that.
The communication array is damaged. Repair it, recharge the relay, and let the beacon speak again.
I will. But first, there's way too much good stuff in here to ignore. All these tech scraps, no way we're passing that up. Now, this... Oh! Okay. again, it's nighttime, so those are not going to be powering anything. Probably have to wait. Turn that on. We probably have to wait till morning for the power to come back online. Repair communications array charge uplink. Okay. Didn't we do that already? Yes, we did. Okay. So I do believe it is just a matter then of restoring power and getting it charged, which is just a function of time. Yeah, charge the uplink. Yeah, so we're just not getting enough power to do that. So, I think what we're going to do, since we have infinite energy engaged on this playthrough, we can use our self as a battery. You actually can generally do that anyway. Obviously, if you had a limited amount of power, this would not be advisable because it would drain you. But it's totally an option. If you're desperate and you just need that little bit to finish something, no worries. Just connect yourself and use yourself as a battery. Almost. Okay, operation nominal.
The relay is alive again. Data streams freely, revealing paths once hidden. Beyond these waters awaits the Lazarus complex, humanity's greatest hope. Seek it out, Caretaker.
Now, all these new places show up on our map all of a sudden. So we started there at Sanctuary Dock 37. Passed there, found the boat. And there's much more stuff out here too. You can find it all by just freely exploring. And then all these cables can be retrieved. No sense in leaving them here. We already got that. Yeah. I think we're ready to depart. And okay, now we can't disconnect this. That will actually shut the whole place down. We can't disconnect this line either. But we can take this building offline. That we do not need. And there's no sense in leaving these behind either. They're already broken anyway, and they have some good components in them. No sense in leaving them. Now, we might might be able to make it all the way. Yes, we can. Excellent. And we can take these 2 cables back with us and only leave 1 behind. Okay. Alrighty. Now, a couple of things to do before we forget. We did pick up, cylinder booster, so let's drop that because we can install that immediately. No need to craft one. That will make the top speed of our ship just a little bit faster. Deposit all of our new trash. Okay. The net, there's no need to use in this particular run. Okay. And off we go. Okay, the Lazarus complex is over this way. The ship is not the most responsive thing in the world. I will give them props for realism because, big ships are not the most responsive things in the world. But in the context of this being a game, it couldn't hurt with a little bit more responsiveness. It's kind of tedious to drive the ship around and park next to things. Can we enhance that a bit, please? Okay, we've got a bit of a sail to the Lazarus complex. We'll be back in just a moment once we get there. Alright, the complex is quickly coming into view. And we had a bit of a storm on the way here as well. It just cleared up as we approached the complex.
You found it. The Lazarus complex. Its halls lie dormant, waiting for you to bring it back to life.
Okay. I did a bit better job parking this time. So in my own personal run-through, I did manage to get to this place. And it is a freaking maze and a half. Oh, okay, this problem's happening again. Okay, I don't know what causes this. I think it's a bug in the game in some way. 5. Yeah, okay, we gotta fix that. Basically, the problem is when I hit C to swing the weapon to go into melee, it just doesn't. Okay, how can we force it here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Nope. This one. Okay, now, of course, this elevator has no power, and there's no ladders here yet, so we can't really do anything with that, so we've got to go the long way. And before we get too far, trash, all this stuff. Okay. Let that work while we're doing our thing. Whoa. Nothing over here. Okay, and this section is just a lesson in how to play parkour.
The power's offline. We can't access the Hall of Humanity unless you find the main power. It should be on the roof.
Yes, it should. Wire scraps will take that. Okay, what we are looking for is not here. Yeah. Nope, no similar ladder over there. What we are actually looking for is not this ladder. That has to be opened from the other side. I think it might be this one. Yeah, these are those little worm guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that without a gun, which we haven't bothered to craft yet. Is this right back where we were a moment ago? Yeah, that's kind of where we need to get to. Take that. There we go. Okay, I seem to be having trouble locating the place we need to go. So, I'll figure that out. We're just about out of time for today. So, we'll come back again next time when we continue our delve through the Lazarus complex and figure out where we need to go to make our way to the top. Until then, I'm Alan. This has been Spots Corner Gaming and the Last Caretaker. Until next time, thank you very much and goodbye.